Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and also my planty home. I've got a lot of care things up my sleeve and I thought we could do it together, so that's what today's video is. The boys are gone, they're swimming at grandma's and grandpa's. It's just you and me and all of these 300 plus plants. So I'm really excited to get these things checked off my to-do list, which here's the list. And then once those are all done, we'll see what else we get up to. Before I get started into the plant care, I do like to tidy up a little bit. Honestly, this is pretty tidy. This is about as tidy as it ever gets in my household with my two young kids. Makes any of my plant care stuff I do more enjoyable if I have the space and mental capacity, because I'm not like staring at all of the clutter everywhere to get stuff done, you know, like I can really hone in, focus in on what I'm doing. Anyone else? Oh, wow. I haven't seen this soccer CD in a while. I'm very tempted to be distracted right now and watch it, but maybe I'll save that for later. My bedroom definitely gets put off the most when it comes to tidying / cleaning. Exhibit A. Much better. Last tidying thing is the bathrooms. I tidy and like wipe down surfaces in the bathrooms every third day. We're potty training. Well, Kai's potty trained, but Rai is potty training, so it gets out of control fast. Now to the toilets. I never thought that I would be showcasing my toilet here on my channel, but here we are, because I want to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Blueland. Blueland offers cleaning and home products with no plastic waste. Plus, their products are safe for use around kids and pets, which is very important to me. Just drop a tablet into the toilet water, let it fizz and dissolve all the way. Once it's dissolved, I'll just brush and flush and I'm good to go. We love their foaming hand soap, which comes in multiple scents. This time I'm refilling with the lemon scent. You fill the Forever bottle to the line with warm water, drop the tablet in and let it dissolve, and then put the pump back on. Easy as that. All single-use plastic free. I really love Blueland products. They're sustainable, are made with ingredients I feel good about, and they get the job done, which what more could we ask for in a cleaning product, right? Refill tablets start at just $2.25. You can get even more savings by buying the refills in bulk or setting up a subscription. And to help get y'all started on the Blueland products, because they're really awesome, use my link down in the description or the QR code here to get 15% off your first kit. You guys, please go give it a shot. Why not make a simple change and make our lives a little more sustainable? Huge thank you to Blueland. I love ya. I think that's all of the tidying I'm gonna get done today. Let's get into the plant chores. I'm so excited. We got some good stuff today. Next order of business in the cleaning realm is cleaning off this plant shelf. I want to move everything off, spray it down really good, wipe down the shelves. There are grow lights installed onto the top and second shelves, so things are very well lit. Yeah, so I'm gonna move everything off of the shelves. All of the saucers and stuff I'll leave here on the table. Plants will go into the bathtub. I don't know what it is, because I'm not like a clean, organized girly, but there's something about organizing and cleaning my plant shelf that I freaking love. I really look forward to when I have a minute to do this. It's just so satisfying. Really, I should do this more often. I should probably do it like maybe 4 times a year, but for sure once a year, maybe sometimes twice a year, I spray them off so that they're not dusty and they can photosynthesize better. I do it this time of year every single year. Sometimes I do it in the spring too, but not always, because life is busy. Look at how cute this little Burrows tell is. I'm sure some of you remember this from past videos I've done, but this was a propagation. It started from 2 little leaves, I guess, these things, and this is what it's grown into so far, so that's pretty cool. I think it's so cute. I love it. I'm so glad that it's getting like wild like this. Oh, it might be getting a little etiolated though. I haven't been turning on the grow lights as much as I maybe should to keep the plants super compact growing. Clearly it's spreading out a little. That's kind of funny. A couple weeks ago, I found this little, oh, it's so sad. This little dried up bee, bumblebee, honeybee, I don't know. I don't know what the technical term is. Let's see, I found it out on the pavement. It's gonna be my hi, nice to see you again. I'm gonna give it to my friend the next time I see her because she likes dead bugs and skulls and stuff like that. So whenever I find one, I give them to her. Oh, it's so sad. I will be leaving this variegated Harli philodendron up here because I like the way it's growing in. And if I move it, it's gonna look really messy. So I'm just gonna do the best I can to wipe around it up on this top shelf. I just really don't wanna mess up what we have going on here, you know? That is definitely a con of these hanging wild looking plants. Like they look amazing once they've kind of started to grow in, but I can't move it because if I move it, then it's like back to square one. Now that everything's in here, I'm gonna open the window for airflow and spray everything down really well with neem oil. Everything's very well coated. I'm just gonna go ahead, let all of this dry, come back for the next step. But for now, we're gonna take care of the shelf. Gotta vacuum down all the dust. It's pretty clear that it's been a while since I wiped these off. There's so many watermarks, tops and bottoms to get rid of the spill marks. That's really what most of this mess is from, just me being a little bit lackadaisical during watering and overfilling saucers. It has been a really long time since I wiped this down, like maybe last winter. Ooh, not on top of it, that's okay. That's okay, it doesn't bother me too bad. I don't know how Ryan feels, but he's never said that it like bothers him, so. Don't get me wrong, to me, it is a huge pain in the butt to move everything off the shelf and to then wipe it down, which is why I don't do it more often, but it's always worth it when I do. I guess, I don't know, like how often are we cleaning our plant shelves, guys? What's the consensus? Oh, much better. Ta-da! Somebody texted me. Here's the situation now. My shelf looks so nice and clean and crisp and empty. Oh, I do plan to clean all the saucers off and stuff also, but gonna handle this situation first outside so it can be drying. What the hell? You see the hummingbird? Oh my God, is it trapped? That was so cute. I opened the door and went to walk outside and it almost ran into me. That was so weird and magical. Ouch. Oh, no, I just stepped on it, dang it. Okay. Not that long ago, I knocked over this planter, which I recently thrifted, like very, very recently in the last few months, and it shattered. I'm super sad about it, but fortunately I have most of the pieces. Really wish I hadn't stepped on it just now because it's in even smaller pieces than it was before. That was really stupid of me. Anyway, my rooster's being annoying. I posted that this happened on Instagram and I got this message saying to use this stuff. So I went out and grabbed it. This is Gorilla Heavy Duty Construction Adhesive, and it's supposed to do the trick. So we're gonna give it a go. I'll be honest, I've kind of been putting this off. I don't know why, like I put everything off. Oh my gosh, it's definitely a character flaw at this point, right? I swear I say that about everything. Anyway, I'm gonna just put a little layer all the way down. This cut side, kind of thick, because I don't really care if it spreads. The picture that I was sent of using this, it was like kind of spread out across the planter on the broken parts, and I thought it looked really good. The instructions say to just put it on one end, and where this is the bigger, longer end, oh, and make sure that I attach the pieces within 10 minutes. But where this is the bigger, longer end, I think this is the easiest way to do this. Okay. Okay, I guess I gotta start. Oh shoot, maybe I should have. Okay, so these are all top pieces. Top piece. Oh no. Oh no. Crap. Oh no. I need to figure out how these go together. And this piece goes here for sure. Wait. Oh, it goes like this. Okay. Okay, that actually was really, really helpful. Okay, so I think this piece goes there. Oh, this piece has to go somewhere there. Oh crap. Oh, and this piece goes here. Okay, I know this piece goes here because there is a little seam, and there's a little seam. So we'll just line that bad boy up. The last time I tried to fix a planter like this, I really, okay, let me just add a little more. I want it to be thick so that it can fill in the gaps. Because the last time I did this, it didn't fit quite right. And I couldn't quite get the gaps to fill in. So it wasn't so it isn't watertight. Like water gets out the sides. And how it's like that, I like kind of don't care about that. That doesn't bother me. Would that bother you? I don't know. And then I guess this piece has to go here. Yeah, just like I thought. Maybe I want to add a little more again. Yeah. Really goop it on. Oh, and also on this side so that the two pieces can attach. This does have to cure for 24 hours. But that's fine. I wasn't planning on like potting anything in this for a while. I just wanted to get it fixed before it got too cold because you can't do this when it's cold, apparently. According to the instructions. Snug as a bug. I hope my camera can handle this heat out here. It's really, really hot. It's weird because it's like 90 in the day, but like 50 at night. Oh, and it did say to only put it on one edge. So like not to put it on each edge, like this side and this side. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, just like that. Cool. Oh, that's squeezing together really nicely, actually. Oh yay. fill it in. I guess. Last time when I broke a planter and tried to fix it, I used just regular like super glue and it didn't work very well. It didn't look very good. I think this is gonna look a lot better. A lot more profesh, because it's construction adhesive. This is profesh. I feel like a little construction gal. And it does seem like it's holding together a lot better on its own, like that other one. When I was trying to put it together, it just kept like falling apart and I had to hold like 10 pieces with each of my fingers and toes in place while it dried. Okay, that's exaggerating, but that's what it's felt like. For this last piece, I'm gonna put it on this edge. Like so. I don't know if this is open. We need a little more right there. I'm really gooping this on. It didn't really say how much to apply. It said in a zigzag pattern, which I'm not doing because I don't have that dexterity. Because even though I might look like a construction gal right now, I'm not. Spoiler, I'm not. Okay. And I'm gonna wipe away all the rest of this with paper towels, and I'm gonna try and like, okay, maybe not. Ooh, I don't know about that. I'm gonna try and like spread it. Maybe I'm gonna have to paint this because there's also like a little hairline crack here. I would hate for that to break or leak water. I need somewhere to put this. I didn't really think this through. This rag. I wonder if this is gonna dry transparent or white. If it dries white, I may be painting this again. We'll keep you posted on that. Is this white? White. Damn it, it's white. I wonder if there's a clear option. Oh, that was so stupid of me. I'm just making stupid decision after stupid decision. I really need to learn to plan ahead. It was either do this and make some mistakes along the way or toss it, which I did not want to do because I love this planter. I spent like $6 whole on it. I didn't want to toss that $6 whole in this economy. I don't think so. Especially because it's so hard to find big planters like this. Okay, I'm just kind of, oh no, I just stuck my hands in it. This is giving me IKEA terrarium flashbacks all over again. When I was covered in the, what was it? The expanding foam. I'm also kind of spreading it on the inside to all the cracks. Not trying to make it as pretty. Not that that's like pretty. It's pretty globby, but just so that water isn't getting stuck in the cracks. Okay, whatever. That's like better than being broken, right? Now I need to pick a color to spray it. I tried. Bathroom plants are mostly dry, so I'm just gonna spray them off really quick with water to rinse the neem off. I just want to get most of it. It's not a huge deal if not all of it comes off. Also gonna water everything while we're here. Okay, good. We will come back to this. I just don't want everything dripping all over the place when I carry it back to the plant shelf. So I'm gonna let it dry again for another like 20 minutes. Next, I've got two little like potting type things to do. Here's the thing, if you look at this from pretty much any angle, you can see there are a lot of broken leaves from every direction, honestly. Every single direction there are broken leaves. This happened last springtime. I'm not gonna name names, but me and someone that's about this tall had a disagreement, and in retaliation, he swiped this off of my windowsill and it broke a whole bunch of leaves, kind of started growing really wonky. So I just want to start fresh with it. I really just want to start fresh with it. So I'm just going to start with a plant about this size. I'm actually going to pull off the leaves to about here, I think. So the bottom inch of leaves. So it's just going to be this tiny little plant up top. Again, I know it seems crazy. It's gonna work out just fine though, and it'll make the plant look a lot better in the long term. Like, don't get me wrong, I love wonky growing plants, but there's something about the broken leaves on this that really just doesn't do it for me. And at this point, it was like either I need to just chop the top, start fresh, or I'm gonna get rid of the plant in total. And I know I love this coral fire aloe so much. It's been one of my favorite plants for the longest time. I don't wanna just get rid of it like that. So I'm just doing what needs to be done for myself. It doesn't need to be done probably, but it needs to be done. I don't know, there's just like nothing else I can really say about that. Oh wow, this was very well rooted in here. I broke the roots a little bit when I was pulling that out, but there are a lot of really thick, juicy roots. I'm gonna just take them all out and set them aside here to toss in the garbage. There's nothing we can do with them now, so I'm gonna just pull as many of them out as I can. It's not too big of a deal, I just wanna get as many of them out as I can. It's looking like maybe I overwatered this a little bit. So maybe this is a good thing. Maybe this all needed to happen right now because I overwatered it. I am pretty bummed because I would love for this to throw out some babies, some little plantlets, but it's probably not going to for a really long time now, which is a bummer. It is what it is though. You know, it's a sacrifice. We give a little, we take a little, we give a little. It all works out. Zhuzh up the old and new potting mixes without making a mess, preferably, although I'm not very good at that. And I'm gonna put a few chunky pieces down at the bottom because this planter has a huge drainage hole and I don't want so much soil coming out the bottom. Let's see. Now I'm gonna fill it up like pretty much all the way to the top with just enough room so that when I water, it's not gonna overfill. Back to the plant itself. Like I said, I'm gonna pull off these bottom few leaves. I think just to this broken one because everything after this point looks really good. Oh my God, and then I just freaking broke a leaf. Oh, I'm so mad, I'm raging. That was so careless. Why am I so careless when I know? Oh my gosh. We have like an inch down here. This is what I'm gonna pop into the soil. And yeah, okay, that is a really small plant. Oh, it's kind of crazy. This is kind of full circle because this is about the size that this plant was when I bought it years and years ago. I think it was like 4 years ago or something. And yeah, it grew into that tall, kind of ugly thing. But I do hope that this will give it an opportunity to really take off. So I'm gonna go put this back in its place. This is actually Ryan's nightstand plant. Lives under this Hero Aquatic Grow Light, which I love these for succulents. They're great for succulents. Actually, I dare say. Yeah, it's gonna go back here. I'll water it tomorrow, but I am just gonna let it sit here under the light to callus. The potting mix is really dry, so I'm not worried about any bacteria getting in because it is so dry. So Yep, here's its new spot, and it has a lot more space to grow now. Before it was like, I should have shown a before of it. It was like clear up here, so it was outgrowing this spot. And now, honestly, I just think that that solved, that's dusty. I just think that that solved a lot of my issues that I was kind of starting to see. So I'm glad I did that. Cute. And we're back. I'm gonna pot this monstera albo into this planter. My sister has been really wanting an albo monstera, and she has kept plants for long enough that I feel confident she'll be able to do just fine with it. Her monstera does really well, and I was like, you know what? This one hasn't sold on the shop. Like, you can have it. So yeah, and it's a top cut. Top cuts tend to grow a lot more easily than like mid cuts or bottom cuts or whatever. So yeah, I feel good about it. She is moving into a new apartment here in the next month or so, maybe 2 months, I can't remember. But I told her I would get it potted up for her and like kind of get it acclimated to the new planter a little bit before she takes it to her new apartment. So it's not like it's getting potted up, then move to her apartment now, and then move to a new apartment. All wham, wham, wham. You know, like that's a lot. That's a lot for anybody, especially a little plant with white spots on it like this. White spotted plants are a little bit more tricky, a little bit more diva, if you ask me. Anyway, this planter, I was gifted this at Christmas time from someone. I have no idea who sent it to me. It came with another like shorter, wider one as well with the same colors, but I have no idea who sent it. It didn't come with a note. It didn't come with a note or anything. It just randomly showed up. So, hey, if it was you, thank you so much. I have all my planters like set out on a table, the ones I'm not using, and I told her she could pick one, and she chose this one. So yeah, she likes the tall skinny planter shape, which is kind of funny because I have also been into this tall skinny planter shape lately, but we haven't discussed it. There must be something in the air. Anywho, there's no drainage hole at the bottom, so I'm adding a small layer of horticultural charcoal. To keep things nice and tidy down there. I'm almost out of this. Dang it. This thing, look at how top heavy it is. But it's so rooted. Really, really needs to be potted. I wish it had sold on, obviously I wish it had sold, but I'm glad that it's going to my sister because this is an albo that has really beautiful variegation, and beautiful variegated albos like this, like I want to be able to keep track of, and I'll definitely be able to keep track of it now that it's going to live with my sister. So I'll be able to see its progress, which will be fun. I love that. Albos are so fun that way because they each have like their own little personality. Like their variegation is their personality, you know what I'm saying? So it's fun to see how they develop. Fill up the potting mix to about here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, look at those roots. Oh, those are juicy. Look at that. There are so many. Yeah, those are some really good roots. This plant is definitely ready to be up potted. I'm gonna take some of the moss off and just put it in this potting mix here. Not break up the roots, but like untangle them a little bit. Where the root ball is so small, and it is actively trying to put out a new leaf, which really it's best to wait until they put out the new leaf. I'm trying to be a little bit gentler with the roots than I typically am when I repot. Like I usually like really rip up the root ball when I repot plants. But then yeah, there are situations where I'm not gonna do that, and this is one of them. So untangle them a little bit so that they'll be able to find their way a little less tangly in this fresh planter. Like, oh my gosh, this root was like going back up to the top because it's so tangled, or because it was so compact in there. That's wild. I love plants. There's just something about a juicy root ball like this that I don't want to say attracted to, but a little bit. Oh yeah, that's so cute. Okay, let's backfill. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, that looks so good. Okay, I'm gonna set this aside because we are going to water it in a little bit, but I just want it to settle for a second while I clean up my mess here. Nice. Feels good, eh? Well, maybe it doesn't feel good to you because it's my plants, but are you doing plant chores right now? Do your plant chores feel as good as this feels to me? Because this feels excellent. 10 out of 10 for sure. All right, now I'm going to take all of these saucers over to the sink and clean them out. And then with dish soap, I'm just gonna wash all of them off. Because yeah, they are pretty dirty. I mean, they're not too bad. Well, some of them are pretty bad. This is something, I love the clear, okay. I love the clear saucers like this, but this is like definitely a downside of the clear saucers. They need to be cleaned out pretty regularly. And by regularly, I would say at least twice a year. I mean, they can get pretty bad. I've done it twice a year this last little while, and they still get pretty bad. But that's not something that super bothers me. I mean, like, it bugs me a little bit, and it's definitely in the back of my mind that I need to clean them, but I don't know, it's not a deal breaker for me. You know what I'm saying? I also should get a towel to lay these all out on as they're drying. Upside down so everything can drip dry. The weird thing is I actually really enjoy this chore. Like, there's something so satisfying to me about wiping down this dirty ass saucer so that it looks like this, nice and clean. There are still a little bit of ring marks here, but in the spring when I wash my shelf again, I'll go back in with baking soda. I'm just about out of baking soda, otherwise I'd do it right now, but scrubbing it with baking soda will get rid of those hard watermarks like that. I just don't care that much, you know? But that still, even with that watermark, that ring mark is so satisfying to me. Like, that's the thing. I hate chores where it feels like I'm never making progress, but something like this, it's such a stark before and after. It feels so good and so satisfying. So I love doing this. Even though I hate doing dishes, hence, I don't know if it's on screen or not, the dirty dishes in the sink that I'm not about to do. I'll let Ryan do those. I hate doing dishes, but like this part I really like. Dishes, the problem with dishes is it's just like a constant thing. Like I do a sink full of dishes, and then the sink full of dishes is right back at the end of the day, you know? That's why I don't like that. It just feels like I never make progress with it. And like the dishes that I eat off of, obviously I want them to be really clean when I'm eating off them. So it feels like higher pressure, I guess. Maybe that's dramatic, but that is just the way. But that is just the way my brain works. These, I just don't care as much if they're perfectly clean because like my plants don't care, so. I'm not trying to eat out of them or anything. This is my prized planter possession, my cherub goat planter. Somebody told me that this represents like fertility, which kind of freaks me out a little bit. But I don't know if that's true. I haven't looked into it. Hopefully it's nothing demonic. Aren't goats like demonic? I hope not. And I hope that now that I said that, I don't get any weird things from this planter, because yeah, like most of these planters were thrifted. And I went live last week and people were telling me that thrifted stuff could have like spirits attached to it, which kind of freaks me out. Actually, very much freaks me out. But I love this one. It doesn't give me the heebie-jeebies. So that means that it's probably fine, right? How do I know if something I'm thrifting has a ghost that's gonna come live in my house with it? Because I don't want that. I don't want that. Even a friendly ghost. If I saw a friendly ghost, I would still be so scared. So since they told me that, I haven't been thrifting. I usually go thrifting like 3 times a week. I don't always find stuff, but I go look like 3 times a week. So I don't know what's scaring me. It's making me change my lifestyle. I just need some answers so I can enjoy secondhand shopping again. This glass vase looks not menacing at all, but like, what if there's a ghost to it? Would there be a ghost to something like this? Or is it more like that goat planter, like the more unique ones that would have ghosts? But like, could this? I have so many questions. I don't even know who to ask. Last two. These ones aren't even bad. Then while these dry, I'm gonna start putting stuff back. And I am gonna just put them back, hopefully pretty closely to how I had them before. I like the way it's been looking, so I just wanna keep it as is. You know what else I should do? Really quick, water my plants up there. That step was just further down than I thought. I'm tired. Last one. Ouch. Perfect. Yeah, the thing that sucks about water, I love having those plants there, but the thing that sucks is I have to climb up on a stool like that and use a small container to hold the water like this because they're so close to the ceiling. If I use anything taller, they like hit the ceiling and I can't get the water out. But it's all good. I just need to not be lazy. It's hard to do sometimes. I miss him so much lately, especially, I don't know, like I've always missed him, but for some reason, right, like the last few months, like I just am craving, oh my gosh, am I gonna cry? No, I'm not gonna cry. Suck him back in. I just want like a big Labrador hug, you know? Oh, I just miss I miss hugging him so much. We used to take naps on the couch and they just hit so different from any nap I've ever had. That's what I need. Am I crying? Okay, I'm gonna take a break. And of course, I've got to put my little bee back up there. Oh no. Now that everything is like mostly dried, I'm bringing the saucers back in here one by one to carry the plants back, putting them back in their spots. It's not exactly how it was set up before, and I really liked the way it was before. Something just looks a little bit off here, so when I go back and edit this, I am going to be fixing this to how I had it organized before. My memory is just shot, I guess, because I cannot for the life of me remember where a couple of these plants went, like the Adenia glauca and these two. Where did they go? I don't know, I'll figure it out, but I do think that that's everything for today. I got a lot done. Let's cross everything off my list actually, because yeah, like it feels good to cross stuff off. So we fixed a broken pot, kind of cleaned the shelf and moved to tub for neem spray. We potted Morgan's monstera and I fixed the weird aloe. Wow, that is everything. I feel so good with what I got done today. I'm like pretty on top of my plant chores lately, which tells me I'm at the perfect amount. I am at the perfect amount for what I'm able to care for right now in this busy stage of my life. So it feels really good. It feels good. I've been wanting to feel on top of things for so long now. Finally there, all of the destashing, decluttering my plants, getting rid of plants paid off. Anyway, I am going off on tangents. I guess I'm in a super chatty mood today, but I am gonna go make some dinner and go to bed because got a busy week this week. Kai started preschool and it is his second week this week. We've just, with Ryan's new job, it's just been crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna go prepare. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you got something out of this video. I hope it was fun or informative or entertaining or just something to listen to in the background while you do the dishes or the laundry or your own plant chores. I will see you next time. Bye. Bismarck came running on that one. I think that's the one. Good boy.